So introduction, what is ECS, and then we are going to start one practical, post the Docker image and Amazon ECR repository. Then we are talking about create repository, launching ECS instance, post the Docker, and deploy the container in ECS, configure load balancer, and conclusion. So let's talk about ECS. If you guys work in AWS, so this is ECS. I already launched in my service. So here you can search on Amazon's console ECS. So here you can see there are a lot of features. The top features is here: cluster, task definition, account, and then you can go Elastic Container Services. Elastic Container Services is here, and you can read the documents. What is the? They have very good documentation, and you can read the documentation. Elastic Container Services and where to use, and they have very good documentation. So let's talk about this. So Amazon Elastic Container Services is highly scalable. So it's very scalable, fully managed container service that have 2 Docker container on AWS. So if you guys use like normal Docker, so we can, I mean, it's a normal computer where we can host our Docker. So Amazon Elastic Container Service, so it's the simple name, Amazon Elastic Container Services. ECS allow us to quickly deploy and manage a container application with the feature like auto scaling, load balancing, container health checks. It's integrated with all AWS services such as AWS Fargate, AWS Cloud Foundation, and AWS Identity and Access IAM. It can also use for many use cases from the small project to large scale project, right? So here is some general guideline that will help you. So I'm going to do this one, and I created my account on AWS, and I'm using US East region, and we need to use this one before we get started. So this is my name. I started. I'm launching service from here. Yeah. So this one is I was talking to here, right? So I ran application, and it's saying role AWS service role for ECS exists, and then we are going to talk about some practical. So this is here, right? So this is AWS, and on AWS Cloud we are using US East 1, and under the US East we are using Elastic Container Registry. Okay, so under registry we have ECS container repo, right? So let's talk about this one. So how do we create? And we will go with example. So creating repo. So this is how we are going to create. So fully managed Docker container registry service provided by AWS. ECS allowed to store and manage deploy Docker images in a scalable manner. Yeah, so looks ECR in the search in the Elastic Container Registry and repository, create repository. So we will go here, Elastic Container Registry. So we are coming here, and then we go here, repository. Okay. Introducing new Amazon ECR experience, and then repository. This is public repository, this is private. So we are going to create private, and here we are providing some name. So previously I created ECS container repository, and this one I'm enabling. This is I'm enabling. This is enabling, and customize. We don't need customization. So let's read the document and what they're saying. So go to repository, we create repository, private names, search the repository name is ECS container repo, we did, and so that's how that will create. So we are going to create here, and it got created here. So if you see, this is a repository name, and then this is URI, and this is created just now, UTC time plus I'm recording this from Singapore, so it's a Singapore time. UTC plus 8, and tag immutability encryption is KMS, and then we can go here and see there's nothing, only just repository we created. So now launch EC2 instance. So Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2 is a compute cloud, is provided on-demand scalable capacity in the AWS. EC2 instance is highly scalable and customizable, offering wide range of the computing resources to meet up. So the EC2 is basically computing resource. So just now we created this one, right? And now we are going to here, like we have VPC, virtual private cloud, and it is similar. It's inside the cloud availability zone. We are using public subnet and ECS instance. So we are going to create ECS instance, right? So what we do, we do go ECS and click on ECS service and ECS dashboards, instance, launch instance, and then we have something. So let's talk about this one. EC2, we got EC2, and after EC2 we need to create instance. So we click on instance. On the instance, launch instance, or what is the action is here, I think launch instance, so which will give you name of instance we need to give, and here also we need to search, and let's see what they are saying. EC2 service, yeah, we click instance, yes, launch services, not EC, name and section is the EC2 instance. We will give the name section is EC2 instance, ECS instance, and then we are using Amazon machine. So there are various machines so which we can use, and here we can search, I think Amazon. I mean, we can search, but they are already available. And here 64-bit, I'm not changing. Here T2 micro, it's also not changing, all generation. T2 micro, the key pair of required. Key pair is login required. What is this one? Yeah, so this one we need to write proceed without a key pair. This is not required, but we are using this one. Create group, select existing group, allow SSH, allow HTTPS, allow HTTPS traffic, and this one we need to use 2. And let me see if we are correct or what they're saying. So we're using instance type is a T2 micro. T2 micro is somewhere here. That's a correct. All generation and 8 GB, GB2 configure storage. So storage is somewhere here. It's 8. Storage 8 GB, configure, launch, and Amazon machine, T2 micro, AMI, everything with dates. So let's launch. So after doing this one, it will launch EC2 instance, guys. So you guys, what I recommend from my side, what you guys can do, you can do free AWS, AWS account, create a free account, and they give you 300 USD, and in that 300 you can do practice, but my suggestion is as soon as you finish the lab, you need to close everything. So now let's see the instance created or not. It's creating, and there are errors. This is the alarm status, we don't care, and this is what we're giving. Still instance state is pending, is keep creating, and now we can test here. I think ECS, we already created this one. Let's see. If it is fine, then it will run fine. Yeah, so let's check. And after that, what we are going to do is this will test. And next task, we will create a Docker image and push the image to AWS. Push your Docker image. So ECS instance we did, and ECS content repo also we did, but we need to push the code here from here. So from here we need to update and code and put to here, right? So in that case, here we need to open the Unix terminal, right? So in the Unix terminal we need to download Docker and then push the image to here. So this task what we are going to do. So let's do this fast. The next step is launch EC2 instance, which we did already, and we are going to talk the next things. So you guys can comment, and if you don't like, you can comment on my video. I will explain. I'm giving the teaching the free of course, because this way I can learn and you can learn. We guys can learn together each other. So that's why I'm creating this course. So push the Docker image, and how we are going to push. So we need to open Unix terminal. I think from here we can launch. No, let me see how can we launch. Is there any way? Okay, connect. So connect, we use same user, there is no other user, and let's see if it's work. It's need to connect Unix terminal which we created for EC2, and let's see, it might take 2 and 3 seconds, and let's wait for this one. So what we are going to do this one, this is Unix, and like if you guys are using Mac or any other operating system, it's a similar. So here it's already done, already installed. So what we are going to do, we are going to use this command. I mean, this is like updating, installing Docker, and starting Docker. So 3 steps all together I'm doing. I put here, it's near to my course. It was you know, the updates, and the Docker was not there, and it's installing Docker. Yeah, it's installing Docker in the computer. And the next part what we are going to do, so this part you guys can see in my Medium page, and it's a free of course. And then next part we are going to configure AWS. So this is what mistake I did. I don't know how we will get, because I need key, and each time when we log in it could change, but let's see how it will work. So now the next step is AWS configure, right? So AWS configure, what we need is, we need AWS key. So this is how I get key where to get. Let me see here, I can get the key, otherwise we need to see. Oh, okay. AWS key. So let's go before, and it is here, our AWS key. I'm going to copy here in my local. Don't be shy. Yeah. So it's asking AWS key, and I'm going to give AWS key, and then it's asking me secret. Oh, okay. Role name, I give access key is here. Secret is here. So I type wrong. So let's see if it is give error. Region is US East 1, but I think this will give error. Let's do again. AWS access key ID. So this is access key ID. Okay, and then is asking for us secret, and then asking the region. So we are using US East region 1, and then is asking output format. So we can give the output format as JSON. Hopefully this will work fine. So let's talk about next our things, right? So we did this one, and now run this command. Given below, face the files required will a Docker. So let's see if it is fine or not. Yeah, it's working fine, or give error. Yeah, it's fine. We can see even ls minus lrt. This is nothing but just a computer, right? If you guys don't see, I can make the bigger. So we already have ls minus lrt. Yeah, so it's already installed, and now we are going to talk about execute command docker client and make replace account with. So this is how we need to do. We need to get our account, and account is also challenging, but let me see if we can get account ID. We can just copy it, and I need to pass here account ID. Hopefully it will work. So basically it is doing some access which we set up just now. Oh, thank you. We are able to log in AWS. And now what we are going to do is this step we already did, and this is building the Docker. It will take 4 to 5 minutes. So this is, guys, the demo. It's just starting for you guys to AWS. You guys can practice, and these are steps I already given to my Medium page, and you can practice. So this might take time. So let's go to our chapter. So this is how we are going to do. This is run the given command, build a Docker image. So this is building the Docker image. After Docker image completed, tag image is post to repository. So we need to make the tag image, and the tag image command is taking time, right? So tag image. So this command you need to remember, or I mean, no need to remember. This is very big. You can note down, and you can get from AWS sites. It's not a big deal, and this is similar to local command, and this is still running. And yeah, Docker first. So we are going to start this one, and yeah, let me do the next part. So after this, what we are going to do, we are going to deploy a container on EC2. For deploying, we have various steps which I talked. Create a cluster. We are going to create cluster. Create a IAM role. We are going to create IAM role. Configure task. A definition. We are also going to do this. This is task. Where is the task? This is ECS demo. This is the task. This is a security group. This one is a ECS instance. And the image we are pushing. Elastic Container Registry. ECR. This is electric repo. This is the app. This is repo. Fetch the image from repository. So this repository fetch image, and this one is basically app is running here, and app task. Task is here, repo is here, and ECS role, and there are various things. So we are going to create task. We are going to deploy the task. Applications, and then we are going to configure load balancers, also the security group and application balancer, security groups, ECS service. There are various things. Create a service. Yeah. So let's talk. We are here, and let's see. So this is, guys, it's not full course. I'm teaching and also learning same time with you guys. So my idea is we need to practice. AWS is not simple. They have a lot of new things is keep coming. So you guys need to practice, and we are going to do this one. And yeah, it's very simple, but this exercise we need to finish within 1 hour, and the video will be quite long. So I think I cannot cover everything. Maybe in the next lecture I can cover, but idea is very simple. Practice. Create an AWS account and practice. Let's check whether what's going on here is still running. It might take 4 to 5 minutes, and yeah, still running. Basically, I run on here EC2 instance, and meanwhile we can see the various service here. So you can see here, and this is AWS, and we create we launch the connect from here, so it will connect any of. So we created instance is nothing. EC2 instance is nothing. It's a computer, right? So in computer we define platforms, and there's a managed platform, and for that platform there is managed properties, and this is the user. Yeah, so this is good things, and then you can explore. There are many things. How can I explore? EC2 dashboards also. So EC2 they have dedicated host, instance, load balance, security groups, volumes, elastic APIs, zones, and you can explore. I'm also exploring. There is event, global, core code, preview, what is this one? So I'm also checking what is this one, fetching resources from opt all region, and here where we are running, and this is various regions, our 17 region they have, and they have instances, Asia Pacific, everything. So you guys need to explore, and here you can go analytics, EC2. Recently we visited EC2, a virtual service in the cloud, and the Elastic Container Registry we are going, Elastic Container Service, Control Home, System Manager, Secret Manager, AWS Organization, Elastic Kubernetes Service, AWS Resource Explorer, IAM Identity Center, Billing, Cost, IAM. So these are things. Then analytics also, they have various things, Athena, AWS Clean, Cloud Search, AWS Data Firewall, AWS Pipeline, EMR, AWS Entity, AWS Glue, Kinesis, and MSK. MSK is fully managed, highly available resource for Apache Kafka. This is for Kafka. And their application, there are various integration, blockchain, also business application, cloud, compute, container, databases, DynamoDB, Elastic, managed by NoSQL database, in-memory cache, Elastic Cache, Amazon. So various things. Let's see what is going on. So it's still taking time. So what I suggest you guys go through and learn about this one. It's very simple. Storage also they have, backup, satellites, robotics, quantum computer, network delivery, migration, media management, governance, machine learning, internet, game development, front end, webs. There are various things. So it's very simple, but everything is the time. So time is very important. If I'm checking you guys time, that means the very important is that. So let's check again. Yeah, it's already done, and now we are going to run the next step, which is what step we build a Docker image and we create a Docker tags, right? And then we push. So Docker tags, which already we created. Where is Docker tag? And then I pass my ID. Let's go here. Here we go. Let's see. So this is already done. And the next part is we are going to next part. Lastly, we run following command to post this image to repository. Usually we create image and we post the repository to image, and here we need to pass our ID. So our ID is just simple, just this one we pass, and then we can go here, and yeah, that's fast. And it's passing. So it's the same Docker which you have in local, and from local you're pushing the code. It's similar to that way. It's very simple, and we are pushing this code. So guys, give me one minute. I'm coming back because it's taking time to run, and let's see how it's running. Okay, so it's already posted, and we need to copy these tags. So after the finish, we need to copy tags, and we are going to copy tags, and after that we are going to create what? Deploying this container on AWS ECS. Deploying this container, whatever we create. Previously my ID was this one, but now let's see what ID. So ECS cluster is a logical group of container instance on which you can run Docker container. ECS, so here where is ECS? ECS is here, and this ECS container repo, and this is ECS container service. So service, registry, infos image here. ECS container enable us to manage multiple container across multiple availability zone, scaling up and down with the changing of demand, distributing incoming traffic across multiple container. In this task, we will create a cluster in Amazon ECS. Okay, so Amazon ECS, we are going to create cluster, and the role AWS IAM. After the completing this task, previous infrastructure should be look like one shown in the figure. So after we creating, it looks like this. Right, let's check the what happened. So this is what we need to copy, latest digest, right? And we copy, and then we are going to create ECS, and let's check our test, whatever that we did is fine or not. Elastic Container Service, the control, click repository, and the left Look like using a regular repository, you need to create definition. Look at ECS container repo and save the repository URL. Later, you need to create a task definition task. We are successfully posted Docker image to ECS private repository. We will now using image create a container in Amazon ECS and deploy our applications. So let's run and see what's going on. Still taking time, guys, and yeah, it's very good. And just wait. So we are passing the exam. And the next part, this is what we are going to create a cluster. So where is the cluster? This is the architecture diagram, and AWS in this region, this is VPC, and then we have ECS instance, then push image to Elastic Container Registry. So let's create ECS and Elastic Container Services. Elastic Container Services cluster is here. Elastic Container Services from the result shown, click on the cluster option, ECS demo cluster. ECS demo cluster is okay. So how to create? Search ECS and Elastic Container Services. Choose the Elastic. Okay. So I'm going to here, near here, and then ECS. Let's talk about ECS. Elastic Container Services. Now it came, and then we're going to create cluster, right? I think we need to create cluster, and that's what we need to do. And the cluster name, what we are giving, Elastic ECS demo cluster, right? I think ECS. Okay, choose the Elastic Container Service. Service bar ECS and service bar Elastic Container Services from the search result. Oh. Elastic Container Services. Okay, Elastic Container Services. Yes, we choose that one, and then create service. Yes, that's also true. Okay, so ECS demo we create AWS EC2 instance. I'm just on demand sports. There are many things I think we don't need to do. External also we don't need to do. So let's read this one. What they're saying. We did cluster. We did create cluster. ECS cluster name. AWS Fragnet serverless. AWS Fragnet serverless, which we choose. And compute engine enable you run container without having managed underlining EC2. AWS Fragnet means what is the AWS Fargate? A compute engine that enable you to run container without having managed underlining EC2 instance. It does away infrastructure management and provides serverless experience running your container. So this is serverless. Basically, you don't need to provide. Review your setting, click on create, and this is how this create. So we are creating cluster. Okay, cluster configuration, cluster name, ECS demo cluster, and AWS Fargate is a serverless. And monitoring, we are not use monitoring inside its fine tag. I'm not giving. So we are creating, and it will create, right? It will take a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds maybe. In terms of, yeah, let's go here. Okay, so EC2 is cluster is created. So there is no service here. Task is running. Container instance is EC2, and CloudWatch monitoring I put, and capacity provider is also not default found. Okay, and you can see the info. Now create IAM role. So AWS IAM. We go AWS IAM. IAM, I think. Okay, this is IAM. And IAM is basically identity and access management. And they have user group, role, policy, identity, provider, account. There are various things, right? So now we are going role. And there are default role, AWS service for Elastic Load Balancing, service for Lighthouse, various defaults. So we are not going to use that one. So let's create one role. So now AWS account, SMP, web identity, custom trust. So we use AWS service and use case. Also here we need to read. So navigate AWS IAM roles, account management menu, click on create role, select Elastic Container Services. We are going to select Elastic Container Services in case of service. So now Elastic Container Services has many things. Elastic Container Services allow ECS to create, manage AWS resource yourself. You can see this option, Elastic Container Services auto scale, Elastic Container Service task. I think we are going to do this one. Let's see. Select Elastic Container Service drop down, Elastic from the drop down, and label service or use case. Where it is, service or use case. Yes. Elastic Container Service task option. Then click next. So we are going to click this one, and then there is no AWS other things to select. Now here is important, so we need to select two roles. Amazon ECS task execution policy, and there is one more Cloudwatch fully access. So there is two permission policy which we are going to select. One is this one. So if you want to select one more, then you need to type and just search. That's all. Okay. Now there is no other option to select. Then we go here. The role name which you need to write here. So role name is an inputs role, ECS task role, right? ECS task role. Click create role button, establish. So this is how we create the roles. It's very simple. Enter the meaningful name of identify this role. Maximum is a 64 character description. Allow ECS task to service yourself. And this is description. So version is this one. SID, principal, and there are various things. And this is what we did. And add tags. We are not going to add tags. Remove. And the create roles. So this is how it will create roles for us. And I can go IAM. Roles, I think this will be here our role, right? This is our role which we created, and yeah, they also created roles, but this is AWS service for ECS task, this is for my account, and there are various roles. You can explore these roles. It's very simple, and read these roles and what they are doing, right? And this is how we completed. Let's talk about this test cases we passed. So guys, this is very important. You need to practice and understand what we are doing here. We are creating roles, we are pushing our codes, we are doing ECS practice, but sometimes it gets confused. So you practice. So now we are configuring some tasks, guys. So this is how the diagram look like. So AWS Cloud, yes, we are doing AWS. Then we are doing US East Region 1, okay. And then this is virtual private cloud, and here is availability zone, public subnet, ECS instance, which we created. Push the image to here, Elastic Container repository, and ECS container repo, fetch image from repository from here, and push here to code. So basically this will get from here, and this will get from ECS instance. There are various things. So I'm focusing here to more on your hands-on experience, not focusing on theory, because theory I understand you guys can get from AWS. And navigate to Amazon ECS console task. So navigate to Amazon ECS console. So we need to go Amazon ECS again, right? So I will type ECS, Amazon ECS is this one, I think, right? Elastic Container Services. Now where we need to go? I don't see the services. I think services here they are talking. So now they are saying ECS, we got task definition from the left hand menu. Press create new task. Amazon ECS console and choose task definition. Okay, so we need to go here, task definition, right? Amazon Elastic Container, and we are creating inside the task. Create new task, create definition with JSON. So I think this one new task. ECS demo task, I think name is ECS demo task. Let's see, because previously I did practical. So ECS demo task definition, yes. And infrastructure requirement AWS forget and launch new type. Okay, let's see the task. What's the task is doing? AWS Fargate because serverless. This is our VPC. This I think we need to use 550, and this one we need to use 1 GB. But let's see. Yeah, this is 550 GB, 1 GB memory. Choose none for task role field. Choose none for task role field. Select ECS task role for task execution option. Task role for none. So here there are various things. So let's see. One by task role is optional. What they're saying: choose none for task role field and select ECS role for task execution role option. Task execution role option. Okay, so here task role is none. Task execution is ECS task role. Okay, this is what they are saying. And enter the demo is ECS app name field under the container 1. So there is a container. Okay, so container name. Where it is name? I think this is the name. And this is where we need this one, right? I think it will come. Okay, let's see. It's the name container. Paste your URL for ECR, URL port, set container port 80 and create. So the HTTP, this one they didn't say us. Port mapping they haven't said us. This one port mapping, did they say? No. Create, save and definition. Okay, there is nothing else we can do. CPU 1, memory limit 3. Why this is not there? Value, we don't have this one. Optional storage, so let's go to create. There is a space which they cannot take. So ECS demo task definition 1 created, right? Yeah, this is what we created. And now deploy task definition. So we need to go cluster left hand. Again, this is the. Is there any cluster here? Yes, we need to go cluster, and this cluster we need to go. And I think the task which we created now, we need to add here. But let's see how. So task EC2 demo cluster, navigate task selection, and run new task button. So this is navigate task, right? And run new task, yes. And then we are going to capacity provider strategy, launch type, use, I think this should be Fargate. This is latest, service task, this is task, family, EC2 demo definition division, latest, this one, auto group, it's not coming, let's see. So latest, launch latest, Fargate, EC2 demo definition, select one for subnet, security group, select subnet, as a subnet. Where is subnet? Networking? I'm removing and just choosing one. Yeah, they said use one subnet, create a new subnet group, radio button under the subnet group field. Subnet group field, is it? Oh, okay. Create new security group under subnet group. Security group. What is this? Oh, create new. Select ECS subnet as a click, create and click. Okay, so let me do. So here we did one subnet, that's correct, and create a new security group, that's also correct, and subnet group, create new security group under the subnet group, network key section, enter ECS demo as the security group name. So security group name, yes, and then they are saying security group name as security group for ECS app. Is there any description? Okay, and then HTTP, select receiver drop down type. So type is, we need to use HTTP, and then custom is anywhere, I think, but let's see. Field 480 anywhere, and click create button and launch task may create few minutes. There are various things, you guys, it's not easy, but they're saying there is error. I don't see error, but why is, yeah, it's already done. This is good thing. And now we already done observe your application after launch. Let's test this one, right? I'm testing this one, and after launch this one running step, navigate your ECS demo cluster and click on task in your task, and newly created this task will be new page. Navigate network binding, ECS, yeah, there are various things we can explore. So this is cluster, yes, this is cluster, no running. Oh, so run something, yeah, not running. Then why it's not running? This is a task which we created, right? Yeah. So that's all, guys. You guys can continue. And yeah. So yeah, stop. Why status? Cannot pull the container error. Pull the image manifest has been returned. Okay. Yeah, there is error, guys. So I think we need to check what the image name we gave is something wrong. It's correct. Okay. Stopped. So we need to fix this one. I think this image is not correct, but let me check. We copied from here, right? Or we need to go, let us, this one full. Let me see. Okay, so let's go here. Docker image full access denied. Repository does not have mail authentication server for scope authorization. So I'll go task. Is there any way to update cluster, delete cluster? No. Task not running, any desired, and this is unknown. And I'm going here. No, there is nothing option. Okay, task. They don't have option to update task is definition. You can see here. This is active. This one is fine. Then in the cluster we have task, right? And this is the error. They don't have. Okay. Okay. I think there is error. Let us, yes. 9021 ECS demo. Task. Right. This is title task. Fragment and run type use. Select launch to latest task address. Task definition is a revision manually. Task family is ECS demo. Latest, right? Desired mark task group. something wrong. So guys, you can see in my next lecture I will solve this problem and let you know. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.